All right. Hello there, ladies, gentlemen, gamers, and League of Legends lovers. Welcome back. So, today we are going to be reacting to something surprisingly new with League of Legends. We have a new event. Now, that's not too new because we get the events every so often. They're very uninspired, bland, unoriginal. And as I just said in the patch notes review that I recorded on Twitch TV Technics channel, where I'm also recording this live for youtube.com/Tecnics, I said basically that, every patch that comes out has no new game mode, which we haven't gone in forever, and it's just a way to make money off of us and to release AR Earth or regular Earth for like the billionth time again. So League has definitely become uninspired, unoriginal, and kind of lacking in terms of creativity and just stuff for the game, like for the people who play the game. I feel like League has definitely just become a sort of a money generator, and that's how they see it. They don't really look at like long term stuff anymore, at least anything that's good. Like the Star Guardian events that we used to get, or all the fun modes that used to be on the old maps, like Ascension, Hexakill, stuff like that, Crystal Scar, Twisted Tree Line. All those stuff basically got removed, and now we're just left with, less stuff overall. And back in the day, Riot would make a lot of experiments, they would try a lot of new game modes, they would do a lot of things that took time and effort, and for a lot of it maybe it was wasted, but it was certainly appreciated, if not by the other fans, at least by me. I was like, okay, this new Thresh game mode with the black hole, this shit's crazy. That whole thing where they had like half of Summoner's Rift and they had like turrets and you like upgraded shit, I don't even remember what it's called, but that was like a really cool concept. And it's sad that that didn't get to come to fruition, and Nexus Blitz never became an actual game mode. So as more and more time has gone on, Riot has basically stopped trying as much, and I believe it's because they became more corpa, and they are just kind of corporate shills for Tencent. But who knows? Who knows? I believe they're not fully like that, and I might be actually proven wrong finally, because what we're actually reacting to, just to finally get to the damn thing, is this new event, which is the Soul Fighter Summer event. So usually in the summer event we get Project, we get Spirit Blossom, and sometimes we'll get a visual novel. Those are the extents of how good the events can get now for us. We're lucky if we get a visual novel, not some new game mode or anything, a visual novel. But finally, I believe Riot is actually introducing a new game mode, but I'm not sure, because I have yet to see almost anything for this. And now I do believe, from what I know, that a Samira skin is coming out in this event, and I believe it's the ultimate skin. So without further ado, let's figure out what the fuck we're dealing with and see if we actually have a new fucking game mode on our hands. Because if we do, I'm going to be very excited and very surprised. So let's see. And I hope it's going to be fun and not some bullshit. But let's see. So this is the teaser. Oh shit. When I first saw this, I thought it was a Valorant trailer. I'm not going to lie. Oh shit, is that Graves or is that Darius? Oh, there's Kiki, I think. There's Kiana. Oh shit. Know who these people are. I thought that was Freak, by the way. Okay, that has to be MF or Samira. I don't know which one though. Oh! Oh! Soul Fighter. Oh, you saw that eye at the end? Oh shit! Okay, so like I said before, aside from Samira being in here, I know nothing else. Like, I really know nothing else. Well, I know Gwen's in here too, based on the splash art we just saw there, but oh my god, I am so ready. So, again, I saw this trailer already, right? I already saw, or not this trailer, this teaser, this event teaser. I saw nothing else besides this, and the thumbnail for the next one, which has Gwen on it. But, again, I thought this was like either Valorant, or I thought it was some sort of like ad for like the pro scene when they like make the music videos with the pro players looking like the champions and stuff. But it's not. Now, is this in a new world for Runeterra? Maybe. I think they're starting their own like new verse for the skin line. I think it's a new skin line altogether. But I don't want to say too much because we still have some more things to look at. So let's go next. So here we have the official event teaser. As if what we saw before wasn't a teaser, now we're going to get the event teaser. So let's see this. Oh, there's Riot Games. Holy shit. Oh shit. I wonder if this is going to show off all the games. Oh, I see a cutscene! Oh no, that was from Legends of Runeterra. God damn it. Oh, there's the Samira skin! Oh my god, they're actually showing it off. Wow. He looks like a fucking Beyblade. Holy moly. Oh, what the fuck? Dude, is that TFT or what was that? That looked like TFT. Then Legends of Runeterra, we have new shit. Oh, damn, okay. Oh my god. Holy shit, that's so cool. Okay, and this is TFT. Oh, yo, it's Gwen! Yo, I love Gwen. Yo, holy shit! Oh, that's so hot. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh god, is that Yasuo? What the fuck? Okay, so this isn't the phone game. Oh shit. Damn. Was that Pike? Holy fuck. Yo, so we do have a new event. We have like a new map too. Wait, did Garen just ult twice? What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm very excited. I have a little bit of a stiffy right now, I'm not gonna lie. So, because this is a summer event, they usually go pretty hard with their summer events. I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure they learned from their obvious blunder with the Ruination and what they did with Viego's whole story, how like it wasn't every game, but it was very disorganized, it was very uneven from like each thing. Each thing was like its kind of own separate thing. I think now it doesn't have to be like together. And even if it is, I feel like it will be done better. But overall, like, yeah, this is gonna literally be in every game. So I will say this, and I've mentioned this again in the patch notes I just recorded, where I feel like everything aside from League gets better stuff now. I feel like all the other games, even though League started everything, and you know, League is what basically made the other games essentially. All the other games get better cosmetics and just better stuff in general, and League is just held down one by like its age, and two because again I think they treat it like a walking cash cow, but maybe not so much anymore. So this is very interesting. I almost want to go in depth and react to it, which is kind of what I'm gonna do here anyway. So I've decided to do so. Let's see. So let's look at this in depth a little bit here. We're also probably gonna look at the next one. So oh my god, that Viego skin is fucking sick. Are these cell shaded? Or is the Viego skin like it looks like it has an outline on like the pants and stuff. But yeah, so one of the main vibes I got from this skin from Samira, which I'm hoping this is the ultimate, I think it's the ultimate, is I thought this definitely had to do with like the versus events with order versus chaos. Like I was reminded straight up, like I could have seen this being like a Riven and like Yasuo thing, or like a Darius and Garen thing, where like she's like a mix of them, which is what they did with Soraka for one of the old ones. Except they didn't do it together, they split it up and made it two legendaries, probably to milk more money out of us, but regardless. So the Samira skin itself though, I mean, again, I'm really getting like chaos and order vibes because of the colors, because chaos and order from the previous events of them was like orangish red and then you know blue and white, and Samira kind of looks like you know blue and white and orange reddish but with some, yeah, like it really does look like order and chaos shit here. But you know, assuming this is the ultimate, it looks pretty colorful if nothing else. I'm gonna wait to give my full review on if it's good or not, or I might not even do it, I don't know, but if I will, it's gonna be its own separate video. I'm not gonna go too into depth into Samira's skin and like judging its worth yet, because we really don't know anything about it. We don't know if it has alternate forms or whatnot, but again, that could be its own video because it's really long. But here, we see a little corner cut here of all the other skins. So top left is Pike. Oh my god, we're getting another Lux skin. So we have Lux. Okay, so top left to bottom. Lux, or fuck. Pike, Lux, Set. And then in the middle there is... Who the fuck is that? Was that Jin? Wait, who the fuck was that? Let me see. I have no clue who the top middle is. Very middle is obviously Samira. Under that's Gwen. On the top right is the newest champion Nefiri with her alternate skin, which looks amazing. After that, it looks like, is that Evelyn or is that Caitlyn? I can't fucking tell. I think that's Evelyn. And then on the bottom right is Jin. Okay. And then there's a new metagame. I don't know what this is, but this looks like something that could be on a website. So this looks pretty cool though. little teaser for Project L, maybe, or not? Or is Project L the fighting game that's like never coming out? Maybe, but they made a website version of it. Okay, so here's the new mode. So here we get our first look at the new mode. This shit looks crazy. At first, I thought this was TFT, but I was like, wait, this can't be TFT. It's the actual champions instead of Little Legends. But here we get a good look at all the skins, so maybe I can tell who they are now. So, Viego, Jin. I don't know who that is. That Vladimir? That might be Vladimir, honestly. Who the fuck is that on the left here? I can't tell. Yeah, I had no clue who that was. Or maybe it's Viego just doing the taunt. Okay, so Viego, Jin, Samira, Set, Gwen, Pike, and then Lux, Nefiri. Okay. So yeah, they actually made new stages for this, which I'm very surprised about. And then here we have all the Legendary Terra bullshit, which looks like they have their own cutscene coming out. This is either A, cutscene, or B, it's one of the champions levels up if you have a skin. Dude, that's insane. What Set does there was so fucking cool. Yeah, I think this is the level up. I think those are the level ups for the champions. Then we have TFT, which is as cute as always. Oh my god, dude, that Gwen skin is so hot. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Ooh, that shit is so cool. And then the phone game. So I'm wondering now if the phone game is getting different stuff from the main game, which, you know, has been happening. Ironically enough, again, in the patch notes I just reacted to, we have some of the phone game skins, Star Guardian Seraphine and Star Guardian Ori, finally coming to League. So I'm hoping if there is exclusive skins on the phone game, that they eventually do come to League at a delay, hopefully. But yeah, so the first skin here, well, number one, before I say anything, this looks like literally the Adidas symbol. I find that pretty funny. I believe that's Draven, right? And then we have Yasuo. And then we have... Oh, that was Akali. Okay. You know what's ironic about this? This literally looks like a Valorant character. This looks like Killjoy, kind of. A little bit with the outfit. And then who was that? Was that Yone? Or was that... Who the fuck is that? I think that's Yasuo, but I'm not sure. I don't know who that is. And then we have... I have no clue who this is either. Is this Sona? This isn't Sona, right? Is it, oh my god, what's her face? Neela? I don't know who this is. It could either be... It might be Neela, honestly, with the skin tone. And then again, the new metagame again with this shit. So that's the Wild Rift one. Okay, cool. Damn, yo, this shit looking crazy. Yo, look at Set, yo! Yeah, that has to be his level up. There's no way. This almost looks like the Crystal Scar, by the way. Which is, you know, something I mentioned before. Like, this part right here is giving me, like, major Crystal Scar vibes. Now, I was gonna say initially, and I might save this for the next video too, but it looks like they might have reused some stuff, but I'm not saying that as a complaint, and I'm actually gonna, like, give them props for it too, but I'll go to it soon. Hold up. So Garen literally ulted twice here. I wonder what's that about. So definitely I think this game mode could be kind of fun. If they overly, like, nerf it or, like, scrutinize it, I think it's gonna be kind of, like, not that fun. That was one of the things back in the day that made URF so much fun. The first time URF came out, there was literally no limits. So nowadays, if you play URF, like it always comes back, and you play Maokai, you can have like only 5 saplings out. Like there's a limit on it, right? Even with Teemo shrooms, you can only have like 20 Teemo shrooms. There's a limit. When URF first came out, no limits. No limits whatsoever. You had Sonas face rolling their keyboard, winning the game. You had Teemos shrooming the entire map, winning the game. You had Maokai's making one bush the fucking nuke city of, like, North Korea, where if you step there, you die no matter what, unless you were Tryndamere, maybe. But first, like, the first time when they come out is when it was the funnest because it was unrestricted. As time went on, they became boring. 1, because, you know, we played them so often, and 2, because they nerfed a lot of things that were really fun and OP, which is the whole point of the game mode. So I hope this new game mode, they haven't scrutinized it too much, but I have high hopes. But anyway, let's actually see the trailer for the game mode now. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Dead Soul Fighters! Okay, so it's a new game mode called Arena, similar to, I guess, Smite, but not really. It looks like there's a little hub area in the middle, so there's rounds. Oh, so this is This is the new 2v2v2v2 mode. Oh shit. Okay. So do you watch as other people like fight each other, or do they all fight each other at like the same time? I'm be honest, this looks cool as shit. I really like this. Okay, so they're just showing the same clips though here and like double ulting people. Augment your gameplay. Oh my god, that's so fucking cool. What is this? Gain the Now You See Me summoner spell. Now you see me teleport you back to the starting position of your last movement ability. Damn. Dude, this is the type of shit I like. Oh my god. Extendo arm? Blade waltz? What? They're giving you old Fiora ult? What the fuck? Holy shit. New map features Soul Fighter cameos? What the hell? Wait, these skins are cel shaded. I was right. Oh my god, dude, I swear to god, that Samira skin could have been the Versus skin. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Alright, we gotta go back and like see some of these shits. Okay. So it seems like okay, so like I said before, right? I thought they took like a hodgepodge of like Crystal Scar and Nexus Blitz, and they kind of just like reused assets. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think they did it in a really good way where there's obviously different arenas, right? You have like a snow one, you have like a fire one. I think that's really fucking cool. And overall, they obviously again have reused other stuff too, right? Where we've had the game mode where you can get like other champions ultimates. We've had the game mode where in Nexus Blitz literally where there's like a little ring where you have to stay in the ring. It's like a battle royale almost. And if you go out the ring, you die. They showed that in here. So look, here's the ring too. So they definitely have taken stuff from other stuff that I hope they think works, right? So this is again obviously from Nexus Blitz, and then all these like different like cards and stuff, it almost reminds me of like a roguelike where I don't know if you can like have all of them to choose from or if you get random ones that you just like can select from. But either way, this looks fucking like really, really interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be fun. But I mean, and look, they took the fucking Poro sled too, another thing from Nexus Blitz. But again, it's not bad that they're reusing it. I think hopefully if they take the best parts of everything and they put it into one, it's gonna be really good. I mean, literally right here we have Caitlyn using Ezreal ult, and then Victor using Kindred ult, which might be a little annoying, but we'll see. But if nothing else, I will give them this. I think it's creative. I don't know if it's as creative as the other stuff they've made. We've got to really see, but at the very least, this looks good. This gets my seal of approval, and I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. Now, if you thought we were done with that reaction, you'd be wrong. This reaction is still going because now we're going to go over the dev article of Arena. So, when they say it's League's newest game mode, I really, really hope that this is a permanent game mode, but I guess we'll see. So, let's read. Hey everyone, I'm Daniel Riot Maxwell Emmons, the design lead on the modes team. So this is the guy in charge of making new modes, of which we've seen almost none. And I'm here to talk to you about Arena. We're going to include a TLDR at the top to tell you exactly how to jump into the game, thank goodness. But if you want to learn more about some of the decisions we made, read on, which we're going to go through the whole thing here. So let's see. Step one, obviously, queue up. You can queue up solo or duo, which is cool. And there is pick bans in here, which is interesting. Everyone gets a ban, and then you move into a blind style pick where you cannot see your enemy's pick, which honestly makes sense because if you're 2v2v2v2ing, you don't want to just outright, counter someone intentionally. Or maybe you do, who knows. Um, you can face mirror matchups, which is pretty interesting, but you can't double up on your team, which makes sense. And also, there's no runes or summoner spells. That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense. There's going to be too much crazy shit in this mode. And then step three, fight. So there's multiple rounds in each match of Arena, and each round has a buy and combat phase. In the buy phase, you get to choose an augment. Oh, thank God. Okay, so you don't just get them all. Or you get gold to buy items. You then enter the combat phase and fight your opponent. In each combat phase, you fight 2v2. If you win, you retain your overall team health. If you lose some health. So in that sense, it's like TFT. So they really are taking the best of both worlds here. Like this is crazy. They're taking from every game mode. The last team standing wins. Easy, right? Wrong. There's also some surprise cameos from the Soul Fighters themselves who want to shake things up a bit. So watch out for Errant Lux Lasers and Oh, it was Shaco! Shaco was the other skin. Wow. And Shaco Nonsense. I like how that's what they call it because that's literally what it is. Because winning isn't always as easy as it seems, place in the top two teams and you'll start claiming the ranked ladder from Wood to Gladiator. I like how they call it Wood. But anyway, and then step four, run it back. After your team is eliminated, you can immediately leave and queue up again. So it really is like TFT. Holy shit. But of course, you won't lose. You're here to win the whole dang thing. So fight it out to the end and claim victory. But why though? I like how they put that in, but why though? To me, League has always been about exploration. Over 160 champs, 100 plus items, summoner spells, 5 roles. There's an endless number of things to try. Yeah, but only a certain amount that are meta. But currently, the main way you'll play is with these toys is on Summoner's Rift in 5v5. Summoner's Rift is great, but it doesn't support all avenues of creativity and skill expression. I mean, yeah, and you took all the other ones away. You took 3v3 away, and you took Crystal Scar away. So, yeah. Anyway, so when it was time to start a new game mode, we asked the question, what if there was a version of League that would let you truly explore all those endless possibilities? So they're literally just shoving it all into one. Enter Arena, a mashup of League and Teamfight Tactics. Okay, so they literally took the words out of my mouth. Focus squarely on putting you in the action faster, which, that's all the rage these days. Short term content, we need the rush of dopamine instantly, shorter attention span, so they definitely know what they're doing. But anyway, forcing you to respond to huge power ups and tempting you to try truly wacky nonsense. And I like that. You team up with a friend or solo queue comrade to fight in pairs in a series of 2v2 fights. I really hope this game mode doesn't die, but we'll see. You'll be armed with powerful augments that change the way your champ plays, buy items that you know and love, with a few old and few totally new faces. And ironically enough, this actually happened in Nexus Blitz, where there was new items in Blitz, I believe, that actually made it to Rift because they were so popular. So that's a little exciting. And put on a show for the soul fighters that just want to make your match a little more interesting. At the end of it all, the last team standing wins. So, where are the runes and summoners? Thanks for the question, me. You won't be selecting runes or summoners. Runes end up being fairly uninteresting in Arena. That's true. So we cut them completely, and I think that's perfect. Either you either you just couldn't make use of them, gold scaling for strike or long-term stacking of Dark Harvest, or they just ended up without much diversity. Everyone took Conqueror, and obviously that was the main one. When it comes to summoner spells, Flash was providing cool moments, but all the others were just a trade of targeted spells every round. It's not very interesting to trade exhausts, so we opted to keep that one. So we opted to keep the one that was working and give you another small spell called Flee. But more on that later. So the end result is getting you into game faster and putting more emphasis on new power-ups. So there's really not much of a pre-game, I guess, because you're not really selecting runes or summoner spells. You're selecting nothing until you're in the game. So they mean fast. When they say fast, they mean fast. And then powering up with items. So items work a little differently in Arena. For the first two buy phases, each player gets 1,000 gold, and you get to buy a starter item and then boots. And you could choose either, but the starter items are real good, and we highly recommend grabbing these first in most cases. After you've gotten your boots and a starter item, you'll start getting 3,000 gold per buy phase. This is kind of like CS:GO at this point. Every item in the shop has had their stats adjusted to cost 3,000 gold. Oh, so literally you just buy the outright item. That's it. No culls, no triple longswords, only big items. So you can literally just buy an item around. That's actually so like clean. What the hell? This means you can buy whatever item you want at each stage and still be roughly even in power to your opponent, obviously depending what you buy. While this doesn't seem too crazy at first glance, it was actually very important to address a core mechanic in League that didn't work well in Arena: snowballing. Games of League feel good because they reward your skill in a ton of ways, including letting your early game have a large effect on the outcome, which, a lot of people get frustrated by that, but by dominating early lane, You gain a lot of control over how things in the game play out and force your opponent to try and pick up the scraps elsewhere. But in Arena, there is no elsewhere. You have to fight, and fighting from a large deficit isn't always a fun experience. So we made all champions progress power via items at roughly the same rate and introduced some additional strategy with different mechanics, aka juices. Interesting. Despite getting guaranteed gold in every non-augmented phase, extra gold isn't worthless. If you manage to kill at least one enemy, you get 350 gold for your trouble. You can spend 700 gold to buy a one-round boost using a new type of elixir called, you guessed it, juices. These are your reward for playing more early game focused champions. Stack up kills early, get the gold, and buy a few juices. So I wonder if you could save those, because what if I don't want to do early game, but who knows. Juices last for one round, so they're only short-term power boosts. You can buy up to one of each type per round if you want to go all in, or if you want to play dangerously, you can save up the gold and try and earn enough to hit your item spike. Oh, so okay, so you can just save up the gold and try and buy a new item eventually. Okay. Augmented reality. So this is probably going to be my favorite part. So I like how they don't give them all to you. I like how they let you choose. So it's all, again, it's from TFT. This is literally like TFT, where there's an element of randomness, kind of like a roguelike. I really like this. I'm very interested in this. Wow, incredible pun there. I hope you can get an S in this shit, and I hope you could get chests from it. People are going to go nuts for it. Well done. Augments in Arena look pretty similar to those in TFT. In certain buy phases, instead of getting gold, players will get 3 augments to choose from. Cool. These augments are separated into 3 tiers: silver, gold, and prismatic. So again, TFT. These buffs are way bigger than anything you'll find in traditional League. Cooldowns will get very low, champions will be the fast, spells will crit. These augments are designed to combine in interesting ways with champion kits augmenting their fantasy and forcing players to adapt. See, this is what I fucking like. And there's new summoner spells too, holy shit. Remember how we mentioned the default summoner outside of Flash were a bit boring in Arena? And that we gave you a kind of weak summoner spell called Flee alongside Flash at the beginning of the game. Certain augments will swap Flee out for a variety of cool new spells, some familiar and some not. These are called active augments, and they intend to change your character's entire approach to fights. So, one of them is Zanya's Epiphany, and Dive Without Fear. Pick up Now You See Me and never worry about full committing again. You can do some truly wild stuff with these new spells, and utilizing them to their full potential will require some out-of-the-box thinking. Another build you may find revolves around specifically keywords. These are augments that trigger automatically, and ones that apply burn, for example. Oh my god. We didn't stop there. It's augments all the way down. We added certain augments that improve other augments of that type. Dude, this is fucking sick. These can get really nuts if you find multiple of them in a game. So again, I'm going to relate this back to TFT, because in TFT, you can have some augments that pair so well with each other where you just win the game. Like, it's actually insane. Anyway, these can get really nuts if you find multiple of them in a game. Trust us, we've seen it, even if it is rare. There used to be an automatic augment that randomly blinked you around the map and turned you invisible. It got down to a 4-second cooldown, creating what was essentially a random but powerfully blinking Kennen, finally getting to live his ninja fantasy. It was the hardest I've laughed in a long time. Wow. I can't wait to see what insane combos you all come up with. And dude, that's my favorite part. That's why I love roguelikes. It's a random like combinations you could get, especially in Binding of Isaac. If you stumble upon any really wacky combos, make sure you share them with us. Oh, and I'm sure we definitely will. And now finally the arena. So they obviously, it looks like definitely they reused some stuff from Nexus Blitz and they took the theme, but it does look pretty new. So with such epic fights in store, we realized that we needed a worthy arena for these fights to happen. Creating unique spaces for 2v2 fights was a difficult problem that we had to solve. Early prototypes used small sections of older game mode maps, what a surprise, but we quickly realized that we needed something more custom made. The end result was 4 very distinct combat spaces with a couple new mechanics to push the gameplay in that direction. This led us to new terrain type called Deep Water, with a new plant called the Power Flower. Also, look at this shit, by the way. They have, like, themed stuff now, right? Like, they have a winter-themed one. They can literally add this to Rift. I don't know when, like, Riot's gonna do this, but they've been, like, teasing the idea of adding, like, voice line, or not voice lines in, like, announcer voices in, like, different Rift skins in. And I'm surprised they haven't done it because they'd make a lot more money with it, because obviously it's not gonna be free. Maybe it could be in the Blue Essence shop, but But I bet you people would buy this shit, and I know I probably would too. Like this shit is, it would be so crazy. I don't know why they don't do it. But anyway, so this is pretty interesting. Deepwater works like other solid terrain except for two key differences. It does not block vision, and it counts as water for things like Kiana's spells. Okay, we found we wanted terrain that was less aggressive about blocking player vision and more about creating interesting situations with the other closing ring of fire. Oh, it was important to make sure players felt like they were fighting each other, not the map, so we used Deepwater to create space without creating pockets of vision that players could abuse. Okay, interesting. The power flower is a plant that has several functions. Yo, this map looks fucking sick. Holy shit. The power flower is a plant that has several functions and a unique trigger mechanic. It grants a heal, shield, and some flat cooldown reduction directly to the player who attacks it. It reminds me of Mario a little bit. Mario! The reason why we moved away from League's traditional plants was to help out ranged champions. In closed arenas, melee champions are highly favored. So we had to do a lot of work to give ranged champions angles to play around in a world without turrets to keep those pesky melees away. The benefit of being able to grab the flower from range meant that these could be desirable objectives without creating huge melee brawls. Okay, okay. So it's basically for ranged people to like get an edge. Arenas also feature some brief appearance from the Soul Fighter people to help mix up the fight. Excuse me. While testing the mode, we realized that with only 4 unique arenas, we really weren't hitting the round to round variation we wanted. Which is surprising too, because I feel like with all the augments and stuff, it should be pretty random. Players tended to move around the map the same way every round. Oh, I mean, yeah, at that point, yeah. The augments aren't really going to change that. And the same arenas were the most important every time. In the same areas were most important every time. We wanted to add another mechanic that would change them up. That's when the designer in charge of the problem space, one of the other designers, Riot Stashu Chelluck, came up with a solution that also tied in the Soul Fighter theme in a neat way. Cameos. Much like an unrelated fire coming in from the top rope, cameos feature the 10 champions that have Soul Fighter skins randomly choosing a fight to effect. Each champion has their own unique mechanic to keep the fight interesting. Lux sweeps the arena, ulting the first person she finds. Set takes damage until he runs out of health before punching at the end of enemies. Okay. And Shaco, well, he just runs around and does Shaco thing, so he's a fucking annoying bitch. Our goal for the cameos is to introduce even more game to game variants. It sounds like the goal is just like have you move away from them or like move somewhere else, which would help make Arena fun to play whether it's your first or 20th game. And then honorable exits. But what happens when the other team in your lobby gets super lucky or your augments just don't come together in the way you planned? Well, the game mode features an early exit mechanic. This means that if you lose, you're out and you can queue up for another game. So again, TFT. This way you won't be trapped in the game until the very end, thank God. You'll get an exit prompt and you can queue up right for the next one. I'm super excited about this feature because it should reduce the stress of needing to perform every game. Thank the good Lord. I wonder how quick this is going to be. Like, I wonder how long this is going to last. If something doesn't go your way, there's always the next game. And there's a rank system for this too. Being able to leave the game after I lose is cool and all, but I don't plan on losing, and neither should you. We definitely encourage experimenting with wacky augment combinations, but we know zero stake augment theory crafting isn't for everyone. Some people play for the thrill of the climb, which is what I do. In order to make this game mode appeal to both types of players, which is what they should do for ARAM, we drew some inspiration from our neighbors on TFT and added a ladder that players can climb like they have in Hyperroll. Interesting. Okay, so it's not a separate ranked mode, it's just ranks on top of the main mode. The ranks are as follows: Wood, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Gladiator. Damn. Do you have what it takes to become an arena gladiator? Jump in and find out. You can gain points by placing in the top 2 teams, and you'll lose points by being in the top 2 bottom. So again, TFT. Don't worry about needing to win right away, though, because we've added loss mitigation. Wow. Want to drop a quick disclaimer here. It's been a long time since our last new mode, and you all have made it extremely clear, I hope so, that you care about them. Yes, we fucking do. Which led us to doing everything we could to get it out in time for the summer event. Oh, thank God. Maybe this is why they're going on their 3-week break. Maybe they deserve it if this is that good. You may notice some jank and a missing feature or two, but we want to get Arena into your hands as soon as possible, so you could all enjoy it instead of polishing it up to the nth degree. Rest assured that if you all like and play the mode, we'll bring it back again with another pass to get those missing pieces. Okay, so it's not a permanent mode, unfortunately, but I think maybe that's for the best. But Interesting. The entire team has been working super hard behind the scenes to bring this mode to life, and we think we've made it really special that most League players will enjoy. I think so too, honestly. This looks fucking crazy. I think the augments, like, honestly, just, like, save it. Our hope is that you'll have as much fun playing it as all of us have. Thank you for gaming with us, and we're looking forward to seeing you in the arena. Okay. And that is it from Riot Maxwell. So, not gonna lie, I'm very fucking excited. I think this shit is super cool. I very, very much like this. I don't want to make this video too long because we're already like over half an hour, but yeah, I mean, I'll just leave it here. Super excited. Roguelike fucking new game mode, TFT, Nexus Blitz, literally just shove everything in one pot and there's Arena. So it's obviously going to last for the event. Again, I hope you could get chests on it, but who knows? Either way, I'm definitely going to be playing this live at Twitch TV/Technics channel when the pass is out. So I hope to see you guys there, and I hope you enjoyed.